On July 28, 2021, an extremely dangerous and life-threatening severe weather event was forecasted for Wisconsin. The forecast called for large hail, damaging winds, and multiple tornadoes as one of the biggest storms of the year bulldozed its way across the state. On the morning of July 28th, an extremely concerning forecast was issued for Wisconsin. The Storm Prediction Center had issued a rare moderate risk for the whole state, with a 10% chance of tornadoes, 30% chance of significant hail, and a 45% chance of significant damaging winds. The HRRR showed a loaded gun scenario with a possible derecho moving through the state and moving through many populated areas, including downtown Milwaukee. With storms firing up in northern Wisconsin, the Storm Prediction Center issued a rare, particularly dangerous situation severe thunderstorm watch. These special severe thunderstorm watches are reserved for only the most dangerous storms. With the possibility of a historic wind event, residents began making preparations to protect their property. And we began making preparations for what could be one of the biggest chases of our lives.
Alright, it's currently July 28th. We have a moderate risk out for pretty much all of Wisconsin today. 10% chance of tornadoes, 45% chance of significant damaging winds, and a 30% chance of significant hail. So today could be very, very serious, and things could get very, very dangerous very, very quick. We have all the camera stuff prepped, ready to go, and then also we have rain jackets, helmets, goggles, all that fun stuff, because Storm Prediction Center is calling for winds maybe up to 90 miles per hour, and trying to film in that is an extreme challenge without any sort of protection. So helmet, keep any flying debris from hitting you on the head. Goggles, keep the rain and stuff out of your eyes. Rain jacket, just keep the water away. But yeah, hopefully I kind of want to try to film outside for as long as I can, but once things get too dangerous, I'm going inside, because there's no reason to try to film in 90 mile per hour winds. That's a recipe for someone to get hurt. So we're going to try to keep things as safe as possible. But yeah, today could be a very, very serious, severe weather day. We have storms already have gone up in northern Wisconsin. They're going to be moving pretty quick through the state. They're going to be down here maybe around midnight or so. And with that, we have the chance of a couple tornadoes, damaging winds up to 90 miles per hour, and some pretty big hail. So today is going to be a very serious day with any severe weather threat possible.
It's currently 10 p.m. Just off to our north, we have a large supercell that's coming pretty much right at us. Supercell is probably going to be here maybe around 11 o'clock or midnight tonight. There have been reports of funnel clouds out of it. There's currently a report of a rotating wall cloud that just came out of there. So they've issued a few tornado warnings on this thing, but nothing has touched down out of it yet. So we're going to watch to see what it does over the next hour and hope that it doesn't touch down over us. As the storm approached, a barrage of lightning bolts would pummel the earth as the storm rapidly intensified.
Whoa.
Some of these bolts were leaping as far as 30 miles away from the storm. Big positive bolt right next to us. As the storm entered town, we positioned ourselves to look out for any possible funnel clouds or any possible tornadoes, as multiple areas of rotation were now becoming evident on radar.
Right there?
Yep. Right here. Whoa! Big bolt right there. With the storm only a few minutes away, the areas of rotation we had previously been watching were behaving too erratically and developing too rapidly to safely chase. Not wanting to chase a tornado in a low-visibility, urban environment, we made the decision to call off the chase and head back to shelter. And right as we arrived to our shelter, the first tornado of the night would reach the ground. Oh yeah, there's a tornado there.
Is there a tornado where?
South of Watertown. This first tornado was only an EF0, causing light damage to a few trees and a few homes. However, a considerably stronger tornado was quickly organizing to its south. While we're taking shelter, a confirmed tornado is doing considerable damage to the town of Concord. A warehouse on the outskirts of town is having its roof shredded, and bits of this roof will be found up to a mile away. Power poles are being snapped as pieces of debris are getting tangled in their lines. Trees are being shredded, and houses are being considerably damaged as this tornado bears down on the small town. This tornado would earn an EF1 rating with estimated winds of 105 miles per hour. The Concord tornado dissipated, but many other areas of rotation were rapidly organizing and continuing to produce tornadoes. Some of these tornadoes would touch down in other heavily populated towns and neighborhoods. And even after the tornadoes passed by, there was still the threat of straight-line winds that in some spots would reach up to 70 miles per hour. After 30 minutes or so of terrorizing southern Wisconsin, the storm started to weaken, and we emerged from our shelter. Fortunately, we were spared from significant damage, but many other areas weren't so lucky. The following morning, I visited the town of Concord to see the extent of the damage. Many homes had their roofs significantly damaged, large trees were snapped all through town, and a small memorial in town had its flagpoles bent. Cleanup efforts were already well underway, but a few weeks later, another significant severe weather event would threaten the area. But that is a whole other story.